Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I am here to give you your weekly encouragement on today. Well, on this glorious, beautiful, might be chilly, last days of winter, while the spring is still trying to come through day, it is still a great day to be tapping into it. To tap into it and do it. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Just tap into it and do it. Because you know that it's yours. You know that you rightly deserve what it is to come on that other side once you do it. And you also know that you have to do it to get to it. So do it to it. As Cherry said back in the days when I was a teenager. That might be before some of y'all time. But that's what I'm telling you to do today. Do it. To get to it. Tap into it. Because it's what you desire and you believe within your inner self that you rightly deserve. So don't worry about what's going on around the surroundings. That is not even a factor. That doesn't even factor into what you are trying to get to. It's only coming, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to dive deeper into that in just a few minutes. So, I hope and pray all of y'all are still tapping into it and doing it to get to it. Because that's what you have to do, and that is what is going to open the door and swing the door, not just the window, the door of opportunity open, wide open for you. That's all you got to do. Tap into it. Do what it takes. And for those who are still struggling on this very day and says, I'm doing it, but it just seems like I'm going nowhere. I'm doing all I can do, and it just seems like it's nothing happening. Well, I told you last week it's only a test. That's what the delay is. But this week, I'm going to give you another round of encouragement for those who still feel like the struggle is real and I can't feel. I'm becoming a little weak. I'm becoming a little drained. I can't keep doing this. I mean, I know what was told to me, but this is starting to get a little bit, a little bit crazy. I don't know how much I can handle this. If that's you today, then this weekly encouragement is for you. You're who I'm speaking to. Because today I'm going to give you an encouragement, a boost of encouragement that's going to encourage you to know that all that tapping and all that what you've been doing up until this point is not worthless. It's going towards what you want, even if you don't see it right now. It's working towards it. It's putting the power towards it, even if you don't see it right now. Just because you don't see it don't mean it's not there. Let's go into this weekly encouragement. Just tune in, listen in just for a few minutes. Give me a few moments of your time so you can be boosted and empowered by this strong and powerful encouragement. So on today, if I had to give this weekly encouragement a title, it would be, It's Not in Vain. Stay focused. Let that resonate for a minute. And I'm going to say it again. It's not in vain. Stay focused. For those who are tuning in and saying, Dr. Charity, what are you talking about? What's not in vain? Stay focused about what? I'm doing all that I need to do. Stay focused for what? Stay focused on what? You who I'm talking to today. Just listen in for a few moments. So a lot of times when we're working towards and tapping into it and working towards that which we have already been promised, that which we rightfully deserve and desire, and we don't see the outcome, the immediate outcome of the work we've been putting forth, As I said in the previous weeks, we get a little weary. We get a little sad. We become a little drained. And we say, why do I keep doing this if ain't nothing gonna come? Why do I keep working my behind off, my tail off, and ain't nothing coming forward? That's worthless. That's draining me when I could be putting my effort in something else that's gonna come immediately. But as you recall what I told you last week about that test, what you're putting in now is more because you're going to gain more. Somebody grabbed that. Somebody caught that, what I just said. I'm going to say it again. The more that you're doing, the reason why you're doing more, even though it's nothing coming forth, is because you're going to gain more. I did tell you last week that it's going to take more work on what you're doing now to get the more gain on the other side. For the higher you go, the more you got to do. So you're doing more work because you're about to gain more on your behalf. More is about to come to you in the time, in the right and due season. More is about to come to you. The more you do, the more you're going to get out. So today I'm encouraging you that whatever you've put forth and whatever you're still putting forth in it, it's not in vain. Do not get weary in well doing. Do not become saddened. Do not become depressed. Do not become disappointed. Expect the unexpected. I might elaborate more on that next week. But expect the unexpected. Don't expect the basic. Believe that you're going to get the unexpected and expect for the unexpected interveningly. In other words, that means to expect. Believe that the unexpected can happen, but expect for the unexpected interveningly means I expect for it, even though I know deep down inside that just might not happen. I'll elaborate more next week on that. But I'm telling you today that it's not in vain. Don't give up. It's not in vain. What you've done is not going and dropping on dead soil unless you put it on dry soil and just let it sit there. If you've been constantly tapping into it and working at it, it is not worthless. It is going to come and work out in your favor sooner than you believe. The only thing that I'm going to tell you to do while you're working and while you believing that what I'm doing is not worthless, I want you to stay focused because it's not in vain. A lot of times as I got a word myself, and I'm going to give a little bit of my own testimony. I received a word this past week about noise. Not necessarily noise being just a bunch of stuff going on, but just the chaos in the world. People talking in your ear. And I was told by the Bishop T.D. Jakes that is just a distraction to keep you from getting what your promise is, to forgetting what you are being promised. That noise comes in right when you're doing what you're supposed to do. And it comes in to tell you, I wouldn't do that. I tried that and it didn't work for me. I wouldn't do that. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but that's a waste of your time. So I wouldn't keep doing that. My word to you today, stay focused. Do not buy into that. Ignore the noise and don't be distracted because what you're doing is not worthless. None of the work that you've put forth is in vain. Yours is coming as long as you stay focused and keep your hand on the plow and keep tapping into it. So today, I want you to walk away from this weekly encouragement knowing that it is not in vain, knowing that you are not worthless, nor is your work worthless. For today, stay focused and don't become distracted because your time and season is sooner than you think. Do not get weary right now because it's right when you feel weary, it's right there when you give up, when your opportunity opens up in your favor, but you're not there to receive it. So I'm telling you today, it's not in vain. Be empowered, being boosted, Be encouraged today and know it's not in vain. For your time to receive that promise is nigh. So be empowered. Know that it's not in vain nor worthless. And stay focused and don't get distracted. Because that distraction is the very thing that's going to keep you from your promise. Don't be distraction. Don't follow the distraction. Stay focused, for your work is not in vain. Okay? Note that it's not worthless. Stay focused because you know that I'm getting mine right now. Well, that's all that I have for you on today. But tune in next week for another weekly encouragement to empower you to gain your promise. And I want you to subscribe to Lady Superwoman at Lady Superwoman 9999 on YouTube for all of your weekly encouragements. And remember, beginning today, that your work is not in vain. So stay focused, for your promise is now. Well, I love you. I appreciate every last one of you. And I will see you on next week. Bye.